Hi, I'm Trev Fisher, and this is an episode of Great Songs You've Never Heard, brackets probably, where I'm going to either introduce or remind you of an unfairly overlooked great song you might have missed or simply forgotten. The often obscure nature of these tunes does mean that I've had to source them from less than ideal formats, but I hope you'll agree that what we lack for in audio quality sometimes we more than make up for in the quality of the music. So let's get on with it, shall we? In 2012, I was shocked to learn that the England football team had appointed Nivea as the official grooming sponsor. I was like, a grooming sponsor? What? Yep, grooming products. The cosmetics industry had penetrated that most sacred of places, the dressing room, the football dressing room, the men's football dressing room. It was quite a shock to me. Those clever marketing people had made a product that was gender-specific, cosmetics, acceptable to the previously excluded gender, men, thus doubling the available market for their snake oil. Sigmund Freud's nephew Edward Bernays had done the same thing with cigarettes and women in the 60s, and I'm sure they're still grateful. 7 years later, as I'm recording this, male grooming products are the norm, and yes, I have been known to indulge in a few myself. However, I grew up in an era where you were viewed with some suspicion if you took talcum powder into the changing room, and it's to that era we go back to for today's great song you've never heard. Brackets probably. In 1985, almost all videos for traditional female products, from cosmetics to tampons, were mostly populated by a bunch of folks prancing around like they've just done a noseful, using a hairbrush for a mic and being all beautiful, shoulder padded and big hairy in a way that only the 80s were big hairy. The hair was very big. As a retreating punk/rude boy, my leanings then were returning to my first love, which is rock. The pop charts were full of the usual 80/20% garbage to good ratio. And then one night I was innocently watching telly and an ad from a deodorant company came on and, well, it rocked. The product was called Lamara. Subsequently, each time it came on, there was spontaneous and, in fact, heinous headbanging in our house. It had everything. A great Zeppelin-esque track, screamed over by a sensational rock chick, and a sexy, naked cartoon babe who was decidedly a two-dimensional boner fairy. I'll put the whole song on at the end, but here's the advert.
Enchanting fragrances.
I think you'll agree. It rocks, and she is a two-dimensional boner fairy. Anyway, I wrote snail mail to the company asking who was singing and what the song was called. They'd been inundated with similar requests, and not only did they reply, they said they were making the original song available, and I should check out my local pharmacy. My what? Not my local record shop, my local pharmacy. Now, I'd done quite a lot of drugs by this point in my life, so the actual weirdness of that concept just washed over me, like a shower of patchouli oil. Right, I'll go to the pharmacy to get a record. Nothing wrong with that. That's quite normal. I went to the local pharmacy for a few days, and eventually it was there, on a display. Something like, buy a few cans of Lamara and get a copy of the single, possibly free. I don't remember. I might have had to pay for it. I didn't care. I wanted that song. What I do remember is that my mum smelled very nice for a few weeks after that. She always did smell very nice, of course, but this deodorant had rock music in it too. The song was originally recorded by Stevie Lange, or Lange. I don't know how you say it really. I think we'll go for Lange because it's posh. So it was recorded by Stevie Lange, a well-respected session and backing singer. And she had worked, recorded and toured with, check this list of names out: Elton John, Chaka Khan, Lulu, the Doobie Brothers, Michael Bolton, Bonnie Raitt, Ray Charles. Is that all, Trev? No. Marvin Gaye, Roger Taylor, Brian May out of Queen, Bryan Adams, Wham. What, you mean there's more, Trev? Yes, there is. Genesis, Chris Thompson out of Manfred Mann, Huey Lewis and the News, and Jackson Browne. And she's still around, gigging and teaching singing to the likes of Jerry Halliwell, out of the Spice Girls, Jamie Cullum, Robbie Williams, Joe Elliott out of Def Leppard, Girls Aloud, and the Sugar Babes. That's some CV, right? And she did this song, and it's a song that many of you have never heard. Brackets probably. Here's the full song, and whilst I was looking for it, I remembered it also had a great B-side, a sad ballad, or as we musos call it, a bad salad, called I Don't Want to Know. And it is wonderful, so I'm putting that on as a bonus. So there you go. 2 for the price of 1. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Here's the music.
wanna know where